I'm down here with Zach Oates, who's just taken the win in Heat 1 of the Junior TKMs. That's not how it started, though, Zach. You were starting grid 2, I believe, and Dom kept you fairly honest after you took the lead of that one.
Yeah, so we had a good start with Dom. Managed to keep P2 on the first lap. Decided to push Dom a little bit, but felt I had more pace. Managed to get in front of Dom, and with his help and push, we managed to pull a massive gap, and then to defend on the last lap to take the win.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to watch from trackside, and that gets yourself off to a good start heading into the Sunday tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a brilliant start. It's what we needed. Just ready to win the plate. Only 2 heats, so to get one good result, that's all we needed.
Is it your first time contesting at the Shenington SuperPrix?
No, I've done it the previous 2 years, and last year I did win the E and the SP, and the year before, I came 5th, I think. So it's been good results here over the past few years.
Yeah, absolutely, and hoping to get another one for the collection tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
Awesome stuff. Well done, Zach. All the best for the rest of the weekend.
Thank you.
Man. This is our penultimate race of the day, I'm very sorry to say. But it's our Junior TKM final, and it's going to be Zach Oates who leads this one away in the 45 kart. Dominic Kilmister alongside him. Charlie Webb and Harry Yardley-Rose are on row 2. Row 3 is going to be James Barty and Oliver Stewart. Jack Nicholson and Jack Saunders will be your 4th row, and then it'll be Morgan Kidd and Harvey Roth to round out your top 10. Cian Bennett and Spencer Lane are going to be on row 6. Then it's going to be Ben Watson and Alistair Cresswell, Dale Whitaker and Brooklyn Thomas, Oliver Fathers and Dominic Roberts, and then Benjamin Cox and Josh Raystrick to round out your top 20. Then it will be Matt Marsh, Ben Higgins, Rhys Baines, Lewis Mackey, Scott Smith, Lewis Harvey, Jacob Hodgkiss, Harvey Cole, Harry Wainwright. Thank you very much to our director who's just told me it's a full start, so I can take it easy with this grid. Rhys Baines was in 23rd, that's where we'll pick it up from. Lewis Mackey in 24th, Scott Smith in 25th, then it'll be Lewis Harvey, Jacob Hodgkiss, Harvey Cole, Harry Wainwright and Jake Al-Masawi round out your top 30. And then it'll be your promotees from the B final: Alex Tuzio, Sam Howarth, Kyle Casabanti and Tom Johnson. 34 karts, another 34 kart grid. Oh, and that's not how to do your warming up, your rolling up. That was Charlie Webb. Catches a little cheeky bit of air there getting into his grid position, but I think we're all right now. Are we good for a start? No, we're not. That's a false start again, as they're not quite in position yet. So they shall go round the short loop. They'll use the cut through. And form up again, or finish forming up rather. So it was Zach Oates who won this event last year. That's the other thing worth mentioning. So our pole sitter, sort of similar to Ian Aguilera earlier today, actually, he was looking to hold on, retain his Teng Tools SuperPrix title. And away we go. There goes the 45 of Zach Oates, leading them into Cafe Corner for the first time. 34 karts stream their way through Cafe Corner. Fantastic sight there. Through Pitts Bend, as well as they head towards the Stratford hairpin for the first time. Can they all make it through cleanly? It looks like we're all right. And Zach Oates has held on to it. And it looks to me like Charlie Webb may have got the better of Dominic Kilmister in the early phases of this one. 24 is indeed in second place. He's looking up the inside of Zach Oates. Look at this, Charlie Webb, he's got the job done. Got the bit between his teeth on that first lap and has really gone for it there. Took the second place off the start and then went for first, and he's got the job done. So it's Charlie Webb who leads. Zach Oates in second. James Barty has got himself up to third, ahead of Dominic Kilmister. Oliver Stewart, Jack Nicholson, Spencer Lane, Harvey Roth, Morgan Kidd and Jack Saunders rounds out your top 10. And there's the 35 of James Barty going down the inside of Zach Oates at the hairpin. So all change at the front in the early phases of this race. Carts streaming their way through the chicane. Very little field spread. Very little dramas, other than fantastic overtaking, I'm delighted to say. Dominic Kilmister now alongside Zach Oates, and Zach Oates takes to the grass, and Kilmister is off to the right, and they've lost each other a heap of time, both of them, and Oliver Stewart is going to try and capitalise on this, and indeed he does. Oliver Stewart in the 17 up to third place, and it's allowed Charlie Webb and James Barty to get away a little bit at the front. The 47 of Jack Nicholson has also got through past Oates and Kilmister. As they work their way into the chicane again. Charlie Webb in the 24. What a start he's had, but he's got very close attentions from James Barty. He cannot rest easy whatsoever. Down the inside of the 11 there goes the 32. That's Jack Saunders getting past Spencer Lane. And look at this now, the 47 of Jack Nicholson. Beautiful pass up the inside of Park Bend to get past Oliver Stewart. So change for third place. Jack Nicholson up into third in the 47 kart. But look at this, the 17 of Stewart fights back into the hairpin. And there's the 77 of Dominic Kilmister trying to follow through as well, and he's got the job done. Zach Oates tries to follow through as well, but can't quite get the job done. So now it's Charlie Webb in the lead, James Barty in second, Oliver Stewart in third, Dominic Kilmister fourth, Jack Nicholson in fifth, and Zach Oates in sixth. Anything on this time as they go their way through the Wilkins complex. Kilmister's trying to find a way past Nicholson. But he really needs to be careful here. Close-knit sprint racing. As we were saying earlier today, if you make a mistake or if you lose the momentum, you won't lose one place, you'll lose 4 or 5. Jack Saunders is now putting a lot of pressure on Zach Oates over 6th place. But look, down the inside here goes the 77 of Kilmister on Oliver Stewart and gets the job done. Frenetic stuff here in the junior TKM final here at the 10 Tools Shenington SuperPrix for 2019. And Kilmister has got the job done on Oliver Stewart, now up to third place. And then the 45 of Zach Oates is right with him. There goes the 33 of Alistair Cresswell. I think that's to get past Spencer Lane. So that's Cresswell up into 10th place. And Zach Oates has also got the better of Oliver Stewart now. So Zach Oates back up into 4th place, recovering some of what he lost off of the start. But Oliver Stewart's coming back in the 17. And he's got the job done on Zach Oates. Fantastic battling this, but all of this is preventing them from getting on up the road and catching up with James Barty and Charlie Webb. I say that, actually. Kilmister in third did take some time out of Barty on that last lap. So who am I to judge? If they can battle and close the gap, then why not? And indeed, there goes Oliver Stewart down the inside of Dominic Kilmister for third place there in Wilkins and gets the job done. So change again for third place. Oliver Stewart now in third, Dominic Kilmister in fourth, Zach Oates in fifth. Harvey Roth has just got past Jack Nicholson for 6th place. Brilliant stuff this in our junior TKM final. And there's still 5 minutes of it plus a lap to go. The 24 of Charlie Webb leads after a storming start. James Barty in second in the 35. And look at how Dominic Kilmister is now hounding the back of Oliver Stewart for third once again. Surely there's going to be something on into Wilkins this time. Stewart's wise to it. And he goes defensive into Wilkins. Now Zach Oates has got the better of Kilmister, and Oates is going to try at the inside of Park Bend. Fantastic sequence of corners there for Zach Oates, and he's back up into third place in the 45 kart. And he gives a little tap on his head to say, come on, let's work together here. Fair enough. They haven't done so far. Charlie Webb, your leader. James Barty in second. Zach Oates now in third place, with Oliver Stewart in fourth and Dominic Kilmister in fifth. Got yellow flags out at the chicane, or is that, no, sorry, that's to cover, oh, that's to cover an incident up at the hairpin, the 58 and the 56. And that's going to be, and that's a red flag, because those drivers I think need some attendance. So the 58 and the 56, just to be clear, the 56 is Josh Raystrick. and the 58 is Morgan Kidd. So it's the 58 of Morgan Kidd and the 56 of Josh Raystrick are the two drivers involved. And I think, rightly so, the red flag has been called there because it looks like both drivers need a bit of attention there from the officials just to check that they're okay. The marshals are with them immediately and the paramedics are out on track. So we have a pause here in the running. Didn't see what caused this incident. But as I say, it involves the two karts, the 58 of Morgan Kidd and the 56 of Josh Raystrick, and they're receiving immediate attention from the officials, and the paramedics are already just arriving on the scene now, I can see. So receiving the very best attention are the two drivers, and you can see the rest of the field have pulled up at start-finish. Except for there's a small breakaway group lined up in single file just around the corner from these drivers. So I think we'll take this opportunity to cut away to some of the interviews that we've been doing with this field. Let's go to our interview with Tom Kilmister from yesterday. So we cut that interview just a little bit there because karts are moving again, I'm delighted to say, here at Shenington Circuit for our junior TKM final to be resumed. We've had that red flag for the incident involving Morgan Kidd and involving Josh Raystrick, and I'm happy to say that both those drivers and their karts have been recovered off the circuit. We've seen both drivers walking under their own steam, which is always a good sign. I think just a bit shaken up from the incident at the hairpin, where those karts are coming out of now, funnily enough. And we are going to have, I'll double check the clock when it gets underway, but I reckon we're going to have 4 minutes once this race goes live, plus that last lap to decide who takes home the spoils in the junior TKM class here at the 2019 Teng Tools Shenington SuperPrix, put on and organised by the Shenington Kart Racing Club. If you are at the circuit, don't go away when the racing is over. We'll have the end of this race and then the TKM Extremes. Don't forget that we've all been battling over some things to be awarded, so it's only right and proper that we have an awards ceremony at the end of it all. That'll be taking place at least 30 minutes after results are made final in the marquee, so do join us for that. First though, they've got to get those awards, and we are go. Green flag conditions again here at Shenington. Charlie Webb leads them away in the 24 with James Barty hot on his tail, hot on his heels even. The 17 of Oliver Stewart in third, and Zach Oates there in fourth place. Jinx to the outside to try and find a way through, but he's going to open the door to Dominic Kilmister in the 77 going through the hairpin. Further back, the 62 of Harvey Cole is on the move, it looks like. But Kilmister has got past Zach Oates there. We were just hearing from their interviews from yesterday, and Kilmister has got himself up into fourth place now as they stream through Wilkins Corner for the first green flag lap from the restart. It's 3 1/4 minutes plus a lap for Charlie Webb, to defend his first place position here. Zach Oates is fighting back, and I think he's got Kilmister through Cafe Corner. Brilliant move there by Zach Oates in the 45, trying to work his way back up to the position he had at the very start of this race. But the 36 has got Kilmister now. That's Harvey Roth has got past Dominic Kilmister. That's over 5th place. So Kilmister has dropped that 2 positions on this lap alone. 2 3/4 minutes to go, plus that lap. Charlie Webb leads, but 35 of James Barty looks like it's almost super glued to his rear bumper. And there goes Kilmister back past the 36 of Harvey Roth. And you know what? I think that was Jack Saunders getting in on that as well and getting past Roth too. Yes, it was. There goes Zach Oates down the inside of Oliver Stewart in Cafe Corner. Bold move by Zach Oates, and he's pulled it off. Brilliant move there. Harvey Cole in the 62 and 13th just set the fastest lap of the race, a 44.95, so the pace isn't off at all since the restart. Into the chicane they come, as there's a slow-moving 39 car, I think that was. And there's a change for the lead, the 35 on, there's been drama here. James Barty is in the lead, Harvey Roth is off at the side of the circuit, coming out of the hairpin. Several things happen at once there, I fear, on track. James Barty's got to the head of the field now, and Harvey Roth has dropped back here. But the 24's back in the lead. James Barty's dropped down. Charlie Webb has got back into the lead of this one. Charlie Webb ahead of Zach Oates now in the 45. Zach Oates has gone up into second place. It's all changed here in the dying moment of the Junior TKM final here at the 10 Tools Shenington SuperPrix. Charlie Webb in the 24 leads. The 45 of Zach Oates can taste the opportunity of getting his first place back where he had it at the start of this race. James Barty in the 35 in third, the 77 of Dominic Kilmister in fourth, and then it's Oliver Stewart in fifth, and there goes Zach Oates down the inside of Wilkins up into the lead of the race. Beautifully judged move by Zach Oates, and the 45 is back to the head of the field. And now the 35 of James Barty is trying to get through on the 24 of Charlie Webb, but it's not going to work for him, and it's going to allow Kilmister through, and it's going to allow Oliver Stewart through as well in the 17. That's not gone well there at all for James Barty. In the 35, another 32, and the 9 will stream through. That's Jack Saunders and Ben Watson respectively, but it's Zach Oates in the 45 in the lead of this one. 30 seconds plus a lap to go. Who is going to take home this E-plate? Charlie Webb is still in there. He's still in second place. He's going to fancy getting back up into the lead here, but Zach Oates is surely going to keep it tight on the entrance into Wilkins. Indeed he does, to hold him off. Dom Kilmister in third place now. Oliver Stewart in fourth. But Zach Oates feels the need to go super defensive into Park Bend. And is that going to allow Charlie Webb to get any kind of cutback out of Cafe Corner and out of Pitts Bend as they head towards the Stratford hairpin? They both go for the tight inside line, and this is going to allow Dom Kilmister and Oliver Stewart to close up behind them. In fact, you know what? I'm going to say that I'm just going to note that the top 12 are separated by just 2.75 seconds here, as Kilmister has a look at Webb through the chicane, but it's not worked for either of them, and Oliver Stewart is now all over the back of Kilmister, and it's given Zach Oates just a little bit of room to stretch his legs now as they come round to start what will be the final lap. I think that could have been critical there in the chicane. I think that might give Zach Oates the space he needs to do this, and it's going to open up the floodgates for everyone battling for everything behind him. Through Cafe they go, through Pitts Bend. Zach Oates there with half a second's gap. My goodness, that's as good an opportunity as I think he's going to get. Look at how they're all going to the inside here to try and both attack and defend at the same time. They're splaying out behind as well as they go towards the chicane. Somehow Charlie Webb is keeping the cork in the bottle here for second place, but I think Oliver Stewart has got through on Dominic Kilmister. Yes, he has. James Barty is there trying to get back again. Jack Saunders is in the mix as well, but Zach Oates in the 45 is going to round the final corner and come across the line. Zach Oates takes the win in Junior TKM, and then it's going to be Charlie Webb in second, Dominic Kilmister rounding out the podium, James Barty up to fourth, Alistair Cresswell up into fifth place. He had a brilliant last few laps. Jack Saunders in sixth, seventh for Harvey Cole, Ben Watson in eighth, ninth for Oliver Stewart. Spencer Lane rounds out your top 10. Then it was Lewis Harvey, Jack Nicholson, Dale Whitaker, Benjamin Cox, Dominic Roberts in 15th, Harry Wainwright in 16th, 17th for Sam Howarth, Reese Baines in 18th, 19th for Cian Bennett, Jake Almasawi in 20th place, 21st is Kyle Casabanti, Scott Smith in 22nd. There was Lewis Mackey, Brooklyn Thomas, Oliver Fathers in 25th, 26th was Tom Johnson. Then it was Alex Tuzio, Matt Marsh, Harvey Roth, Ben Higgins, Morgan Kidd, Josh Raystrick. We were into the drivers who had incidents now, of course. Ben Higgins lost 5. That's Morgan Kidd and Josh Raystrick were the two drivers involved in the red flag. And Jacob Hodgkiss and Harry Yardley Rose as well did not take the finish. Wow, that was a frantic ending to the junior TKM. Provisionally, we say well done to Zach Oates, who has taken the victory there. And next, it's going to be, sadly, our last race of the day, but it's going to be a treat to finish. It's going to be our final in TKM Extreme.